Okay, Dr. Mindy here, and I want to talk with you guys specifically today about where the heck does fruit fit into your keto diet? Now, I know this question was asked on Instagram. I know those of you who are following our community page, you also asked this question. So I want to make sure that I did a specific video of when you should incorporate fruits in your keto diet and when you shouldn't. Okay, so I have 3 times that I want to encourage you to add fruits into your diet, your keto diet, and I have 2 scenarios where I'm going to say no fruit for you. So stay tuned through this whole video because I'm going to walk you through the ins and outs of fruit and keto. Okay, so let's start with when should you add this in. So there are 3 times I would recommend that you turn to fruits and you add them into your keto diet. Number 1, first time, when you know you need to feed your good gut bacteria. So I've done a lot of videos on good gut bacteria. They are incredibly helpful for building neurotransmitters, making neurotransmitters like GABA that calm our brain, or dopamine that gives us joy, or melatonin that helps us sleep. So if you've been doing the keto diet for a while and you're feeling kind of anxious, you're not sleeping well, and maybe you're not experiencing joy at the level that you used to experience it, it's quite possible that your neurotransmitters are deficient, and that comes from the good bacteria in your gut. So you're going to want to turn to some of these fruits, and we'll talk about which ones here in a moment. Second time that I would encourage you to look at fruits to add into your keto diet are when you're trying to balance your hormones. Now, this is tricky, and I've done videos on this, and I have a whole course in my Reset Academy called The Ketobiotic Woman, because it really depends on what time of life you're at as to where you want to add some of these fruits in. So let me start off by talking to you if you're a perimenopausal woman. As we hit 40, our progesterone and estrogen really start to go down. And as they start to get really low, we too can have things like spotting, missed periods. We can feel really anxious in our body, like we can't get our body to relax. We can have trouble sleeping. We can have hot flashes. If that's you and you haven't completely cycled through menopause yet, you're going to want to turn to some fruits like tropical fruits, specifically things like papaya and pineapple and mango. And if you still have a cycle and you're tracking your cycle, the best time to add these fruits in is right before you actually start your cycle. So a lot of women in my clinic will tell me, oh my gosh, I'm spotting a lot, and then they don't have a full period after that. That's the time. That's when you want to add some of these fruits in. If you know that your estrogen is really low, do you know that one of the highest fruits has the highest amount of phytoestrogens, which are plant-based helpful estrogens, are dried apricots? I don't have any dried apricots here, but here are some apricots, and they're the highest fruit you can add into your diet. Now, you wouldn't want to eat them all the time, but you would add them in like 1 day, 2 days to try to bring those estrogen levels up. Blueberries are really good phytoestrogens as well. Okay, so first time, when you know you want to feed your good gut bacteria. Second time, you're going to add them in when you know your hormones are off. And if you're asking yourself, well, how do I know if those 2 things, if my good bacteria are deficient, and how do I know about my hormones? My favorite tests that I run on so many people, and I just think they're lifesaver tests, are my gut zoomer will tell me exactly how your good bacteria are doing, and a Dutch test will tell you exactly what your hormones are doing. So we'll put links for those in the notes here. If you want to dive into that more, get those tests, let us read them, and then we can customize this even more for you. Okay? So good bacteria, balance hormones. Okay, the third time is when you've maybe been doing keto too long. Like, I hear this so much. I get in consultations with people where they're like, I started to do keto, I was doing so great, and then all of a sudden it stopped working for me. And if that's you, it's time for you to come out of ketosis and then go back into ketosis. So in those cases, I would want you to come out of ketosis not by eating a bunch of junk food. I would want you to come out of ketosis by doing what what nature's given you. You know, add these healthy fruits into your diet and then do that for a couple of days and then go back into ketosis. So we have a 15-day metabolic reset that I do with people, and it blows me away how many people come to that reset and they've been getting great results with keto, and they got stuck, and then we go into a 15-day experience of cycling fast, going in and out of fast feast options, and boom, it unsticks them. So go watch the videos I did on that. And then again, we're doing more of that in the Academy if you want to dive deeper into this. So first one is you want to feed your good bacteria. Second one, you want to balance your hormones. Third one is you just been in keto too long and you are stuck and not getting the results that you want. Okay, so those are the 3 times I want you to add these in. And again, hang in there because I'm going to go through some of the different fruits and why I like them. Okay, 2 times you do not want to add these fruits in. Okay, if you are brand new to keto, and you're like watching this for the first time, I really encourage people brand new to be strict. You got to experience what keto feels like. So you want to stay under 50 net carbs, you want to stay under 50 grams of protein, and you want to try to get over 60% of your diet coming from good fat. And you want to measure, you want to use a Keto Mojo so that you can actually measure your blood sugar and know that your blood sugar is going down and you're getting into ketosis. You don't want to be doing fruits yet. So, and maybe you're one of those people that you've been doing this for 6 months and you're still not in ketosis. So I would encourage you to keep at it and to fast a little longer because that will help. Don't go here. Don't go to these fruits yet. Okay. So if you're new or you haven't gotten into ketosis yet, don't go to these fruits yet. Okay. The second scenario that I would really encourage you to not do the fruits in your keto diet is if you're really, really trying to lose weight. And I'm going to put a little like asterisk with that, because if you are somebody who's come to keto and you know you had like 100 pounds to lose, so for you, I want to encourage you to maybe come out and maybe you'll do some fruits for 1 day, but then I want you to go right back in. I don't want you to come out for a very long period of time. If you're extremely insulin resistant, if you're currently losing a lot of weight or you've got some momentum, you're not stuck yet, and your really number one focus is weight loss, like lots of weight loss, then I want to encourage you to stay in those low macros for a while. Extend your fasts out. Get where you're fasting for longer periods of time. That's where you're going to go after that stored insulin. So I want to encourage you to do those. And then when you see the weight loss slowing down, go back and start to cycle in some fruits. Okay? And then you'll go back to keto. So remember, it's the in and out and in and out. Okay, how do you put this all together? What does this look like in a scenario for you? So I typically tell people once they've gotten themselves into keto, you want to try something called a 5-1-1, where 5 days out of the week, you're doing keto with at least intermittent fasting of 13 to 15 hours. 1 day a week, you're extending your fast, so you're doing 1 meal a day, and you're doing a keto meal or a ketobiotic meal. Again, my macros for a ketobiotic meal is 50 net carbs, grams of net carbs, 50 grams of protein, and 60% of your food coming from good fat. That is a really good ketobiotic plan. Most of you who are doing that will find that you're going to eat a lot of fat, and you're going to eat meat, and you're going to eat a lot of vegetables, and you're not going to find there's a lot of room for fruit. And then 1 day a week, you're going to feast. So if you know you fall into one of those first 3 categories, then 1 day a week, I want you feasting on some of these foods. So berries, what I love about berries, I actually just got these at the market, the farmer's market today. I got this whole plate of boysenberries. They're only seasonal for 2 weeks in my area. So I was like, well, I'm going to grab that because nature gave these to me for 2 weeks. So I want to make sure I'm varying my fruits. And you would do this on a feast day. So tonight I'm going to take this big flat of boysenberries, and I'm going to make a crisp for my family out of it. And tomorrow I fast. So that's how I go in and out of this. The other time you would really lean into these fruits are for those of you that are the week before your cycle. Doesn't matter if you're perimenopause or you're in childbearing ages, that week from 21 until you actually start your period, lean into the citrus fruits, lean into the berries, especially if you're watching this during summertime. Nature gave us these fruits, and I think the human body and nature, we are so synergistic, so we want to lean into these fruits that week before, and then for everybody we want to do it at least once a week. Okay? So I hope that's clear. Again, my channel is about helping you think through this. I don't want to spoon feed it for you. I want you to kind of think through this concept for you. I want you to find that path that's right for you. So ask questions. If you have any questions based off of this video, put them in there. If this makes sense, if it was helpful, let me know. And if you want to dive deeper into this, you want to interact with me more, join me in my Reset Academy. That's what we're doing with groups of people, is helping people take this information and customizing it for them. So, but as always, so grateful for all your support, and keep asking me questions. That's how I come up with these videos for you. So let me know if that was helpful. Have an awesome day. Hey, Dr. Mindy here, and if you enjoyed this video, please share it out to the world. I'm trying to get really cutting-edge health information into people's hands. And if you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe to my channel and you'll get updates as to when I go live and new videos that I put out there. Every Thursday, by the way, I do a live video from here and answer your questions. So if there are questions you want me to answer, join me then and I'll make sure that I address them. Thanks. Have an awesome day.